Now at 10:30, the fight against fentanyl in Southern California, a synthetic drug that is killing both adults and children at alarming rates. A local top prosecutor made it his mission to deter drug dealers by handing down the harshest penalty against those tied to fentanyl fatalities, second-degree murder.
KTLA's Corrine Winter shows us how this action paved the way for other California counties using the same model to charge dope dealers fueling the epidemic.
Keep your hands up.
Riverside County. Just after midnight on a Thursday morning, undercover officers and federal agents with the county's gang impact team move in on two guys they say are selling fentanyl.
Hands up, hands up. Turn around away from me.
The takedown happens in seconds outside this busy hotel with a big payoff.
Oh, yeah.
They seize 20,000 fentanyl pills, bags full, the killer drug driving America's epidemic of fentanyl overdoses.
The amount of fentanyl that we're seizing on the streets is eye-popping. It's enough to kill everybody in the county.
Riverside County DA Mike Hestrin. He can't stop the production of fentanyl across the border in Mexico, so he and the Riverside County Sheriff and local police chiefs have partnered with the feds to do what they can. Not just busting street dealers in raids like this, but for the first time ever in California, he's throwing the book at them.
There's a huge message that's being sent, right? You're prosecuting more cases. Criminals are taking notice.
I've also heard that they're saying we've got to get out of Riverside County, which of course brings a smile to my face.
The DA is now charging drug dealers with murder if the drugs they allegedly sold caused someone to die.
I want to keep the people of my county safe. That's my job.
State law doesn't always make his job easy. Fentanyl death cases are tough to prosecute. To charge an alleged fentanyl dealer with second-degree murder, prosecutors must prove that the person knew the drugs they were selling would kill someone. Hestrin says if they can't meet that burden of proof at the local level, they'll kick the case up to the feds, where the bar is lower for prosecution.
It's beginning to change the entire way that law enforcement across California looks at fentanyl deaths. Just that change in attitude of we're going to look at this as a homicide investigation has made all the difference.
So much so, other counties have taken notice. San Bernardino, Orange, San Diego, Kern, and Fresno counties now prosecute fentanyl death cases using second-degree murder if the evidence is there. Where's LA County on that list?
This is the only county down here in Southern California where we don't have a DA actively prosecuting fentanyl dealers to the fullest extent of the law.
LA County Deputy DA Jonathan Hatami. He says his own boss, DA George Gascon, refuses to file murder charges in fentanyl homicide investigations. Hatami says the most prosecutors can charge suspected dealers with in LA County is involuntary manslaughter. Criminals can walk free after serving just 1 to 2 years in prison. Second-degree murder convictions can carry a life sentence, a big difference. I asked DA Gascon about it.
Why not prosecute cases here? Go after criminals, charge them with murder who are responsible for people dying from fentanyl, as we're seeing in other counties. Why not do that?
So when people are trafficking drugs, we are very harsh and we go very aggressively against that. If you're trafficking drugs, if you're dealing in death, you will face very strict consequences.
He didn't answer my question. Why not file murder charges in fentanyl death cases? Hatami and other critics pointed out the numbers. In 2021, Riverside County had about 500 fentanyl-related deaths. The Riverside County DA's office prosecuted about 20 of them, with 15 of those filed as murder. Much bigger LA County had nearly 1,700 fentanyl deaths in 2021. How many people have the LA County DA's office prosecuted for involuntary manslaughter or second-degree murder? We asked Gascon's office again for numbers and followed up with several emails. We still haven't heard back. We do know about one case in September. This 15-year-old student died from a fentanyl overdose at her high school in Hollywood. Prosecutors in LA charged her alleged dealer with involuntary manslaughter.
You're saying involuntary manslaughter just isn't enough here.
I am. If you sell fentanyl to a child and as a result that child is killed, if we have the evidence, we should charge that dealer to the fullest extent of the law, and that is second-degree murder.
Punishment, this DA agrees, fits the crime in deadly overdose cases that get convictions. And that's what keeps Hestrin's narcotics task force going.
Law enforcement officials, your prosecutors are working round the clock, literally, to keep this community as safe as possible.
Rooting out the drug, poisoning neighborhoods, and destroying lives. All it takes is just one sale. Corrine Winter, KTLA 5 News.
Tomorrow, we will meet a local father hailed as a crusader in the fentanyl fight. We're going to show you how he transformed his anger and grief into action and changed the way fentanyl death cases are prosecuted across the state.